Hello everybody, welcome to our first episode of Gregtech, New Horizons. And we have just spawned into the world. Well, actually, I loaded this world up yesterday and did my standard mob griefing off, keep inventory on. That's just more for my sanity's sake. But otherwise, we're standing directly where I spawned in, so let's get to work here. So I think first order of business is, well, I've already been in the inventory, but first order of business would have been to open the inventory, but now I'd say probably put a waypoint here, spawn. Alright, so first order of business, well, second now, find a place to spend the night. And the nights are brutal in this mod pack. Yeah, that's interesting over there. I kind of want to see that. So, this mod pack is actually one of the most realistic mod packs there are. Because in real life, oh shoot. In real life, you're not going to just go from a stone pickaxe to iron to diamond. That's not going to happen. What is this? But essentially, what this does is it has all the stages you'd go through to get to that point. And it has pretty much real-world chemical processing, too. I think this could be our first base. I have no clue what it is, and I'm sorry that you guys have to hear all that keyboard clicking. I'm sorry about that. Let me try moving my microphone here. Alright. So hopefully you don't have to hear all that keyboard clicking anymore. So yeah, let's try getting in here. Can I break this? Yes, I can. Alright, now mine this out. This is also one of my first tests of the sound on here, so the sound is going to be off for the first few episodes until I get it into that sweet spot. So don't be surprised if the audio is less than quality for a little while. Okay. Ooh, a cauldron. This is going to come in useful later on. It's a nice and cozy little house. This won't be our permanent base, but this will be most certainly our base for tonight and probably the next few days and weeks. Well, probably not weeks, hopefully. So, well, let's just get some housewarming done here. I think crafting table. Okay, maybe I should just, now that I've got access to a house, and I should probably do a waypoint before I forget. Okay, I'll just put it over here. And I'll call it Cabin in the Woods. That'll be today's episode title. Alright. So let's... Oh, and it's already getting dark by the looks of it. Wow. As I said, this is a very realistic pack. And I'm really excited to be doing it. Alright, let's... Quests. So it begins. The very first tier 0, this chapter will introduce you to the basic mechanics of this mod pack, mods covered, vanilla, and Pam's Harvest Craft. Your first night. Your first task will be find food and a shelter for the night. The nights will be cruel, as this pack has hardcore darkness. It probably would be a good idea to collect some food now. Note, you don't need to keep this book. You can use the tilde to open quest without the book. I don't know what that is. I literally work with computers professionally, and I have no clue what that is. And wow, that got dark fast. Well, let's get in the house. There's not much I can do more for this evening, so pretty much wait here through the night. So let's take a look more at the quest book. So there's lots of tiers here, and I'm looking forward to getting into some of the multi-blocks. Cooking, I'm really looking forward to that, and I love cooking in Minecraft, and I hate it. I hate it because usually I get really hungry after cooking things in Minecraft. Gregtech++ is what I think this is. Fusion, I'm sure that'll be a fun one to get into. It's probably going to be later this year, or maybe even next year. We've got Thaumcraft. I knew that, you probably knew that, but in case someone didn't know that. Electromagic. Paying the highest price. I wonder what this one is. More blood, more stuff. Probably blood magic, if I were to guess. They are coming. Well, who's they? I'm sure we'll find out. Transportation. Space race. Well, the space race is a kind of transportation. Oh, we've got AE. That'll be probably nice and really expensive knowing how Greg does things. And a whole bunch of legendary things. Well, now you guys have a lot of noise from my mouse. Well, this mic just can't be perfect, can it? It's probably the best place it can be right now. So we're going to wait through the night, and while we're waiting, I'll talk about where I've been for the past 2 years, according to what I looked at when I uploaded my I'm Back video. So, about the time that I quit 2 years ago, I had over 8 gigabytes of videos that were waiting to be rendered and waiting to be uploaded. And at that time, I simply no longer had the dedication, time, or really patience to be into YouTubing. So essentially what I did is I pretty much just completely gave up at that point. And most of the modern mod packs couldn't be ran on the laptop that I had. So I was essentially forced to be using outdated mod packs or just not YouTubing at all. And I did a little bit of outdated mod packs for a while. Sorry, I have to cough here. But you kind of want to get into the new things, which is actually why we're here. Before I loaded this all up, I've actually been doing a lot of work on that Feed the Beast Horizons 2. I don't actually remember what I called it, but that was the pack that was based off of, and I just added a whole bunch of mods to it, and there's a lot of mods in it now. But essentially, I've done a lot of work in that pack. If you guys want to see that, I'll most certainly film it for you guys. But I have open computers in there now. Well, actually, there was open computers in the base pack, now that I think about it, but I've been using them a lot more. I've been to the moon now. I've got images of that, actually, on this computer. Also, let's see how dark it is out here. Pitch dark. Or pitch black. Or I'm not good with words today. It's been a long day. And so, ooh, I'm getting a call. Sorry about that. That was actually a really important call as far as calls go. But okay, where was I? Oh yes, I wasn't recording. So essentially, I'd completely given up at that point. And also around the time I had gotten an Xbox One, and I had really gotten into Fallout. And so I did a lot of that, and I've mostly done everything in Fallout 4 at this point, and I've done Fallout New Vegas, pretty much all of that. And I've kind of gotten into modding Fallout New Vegas, but that's more of something that I don't do a lot of Fallout right now. I'm kind of waiting until 76 comes out. I'll maybe do some recording of that, depending on how well this rig that I have can take it. I might get a capture card, but right now with what I have here in my current setup, it's probably the best that I can have for recording. I could probably get a bigger processor for more threads, and since all the Ryzen processors use the AM4 socket, I could definitely do that, but for the moment in time, it's not necessary, and so I'm not going to spend the money to get another processor. So essentially I'd given up with that, and Fallout had came into the picture, and I was just doing gaming more for recreation at that point. And I'm stuck in the cauldron. I'd also started a company with a few of my friends, and we're in the AI business, and we're still technically not on the market yet, but we've met our original go-to-market goals, and we could go market live pretty much in 5 minutes if we really wanted to, but now we're just adding a whole bunch more features because we decided, well, we have everything we originally wanted in our product, but there's a lot more that we could have, and we have the funding to do it. We could probably keep going in the capacity that we are going for maybe another year and a half, assuming we don't make any huge purchases like we did right when we started out. But yeah, we will be going market live about that, and I probably am not supposed to talk about that, so I'm not going to talk much more about that. But yeah, I have been doing a lot of work on that, so yeah, it took a lot of time. So and obviously founding a company, I don't have very much money. So that's why I don't have epic gaming components. So, well, that probably brings me on to my rig now. So last Christmas, around Black Friday, I got a whole bunch of computer parts for actually really good prices. I think I spent a total of $700 or so on it. I tallied it up at one point. The prices, as usual, have all changed, and I think the motherboard isn't made anymore, but I'm not sure. It could just be Amazon being Amazon. But it's a powerful little machine, but ordering it on Black Friday, it took me until January of 2018 to get all of the parts, because my power supply was coming in from someplace in Las Vegas, and it took forever for anything to happen with it. It sat in the Las Vegas distributing center for about a week. It was absolutely ridiculous. On Amazon, it gave me an estimated time frame of when I would get it, and it was like a month range. Ooh, this is interesting. This will be interesting to go into. Of course, I'm going to leave a waypoint. This will be, I'll call this a kingdom. This could be where I set up my base. This would be a really cool and well-defended place to set up my base. let's see, where's the entrance, but let's see, where was I going? So yeah, I have that. So I got a rig for a good price, and yes, now I remember where I was. The power supply. So it came very, very close to the end of the range of when they thought it was going to deliver. I essentially had a case with all of the components in it, just without a power supply, and that was the most antagonizing thing ever. Okay, that's not quicksand, that's good. Because it kind of looked like it. Oh, here's the entrance. And once I powered it on, that was a really good experience. And this must be... Ooh, the quest book blinked for some reason. Don't see anything. Okay. Oh yes, I need some food. Well, at least we're at a village. They probably have farms. Let's see, has Greg changed anything about these houses? No, not that I can see. So, it was really nice when I got it. And I put Windows on it. Well, actually, originally I ran it with Linux for a little while, because Linux is awesome. And, you know, it was really nice, except I kind of wanted to run some Windows games, so I put Windows 10 on it. And obviously that's what you saw in the I'm Back video. Oh. Well, villager mechanics are still broken, by the looks of it. Oh yes, we've got Spice of Life in here. That'll make things really fun. So, ending my rambling here. So, I have this rig now, and I've been using it for a while now. And eventually I decided, well, I should get back into YouTubing because I have a lot more time on my hands now, a lot more than I used to. Because work has gotten to a point now where... Ooh, this looks interesting. That'll be nice to have. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't crash. That would be really bad. Ooh, it's not responding. That's not good. So, now I've got a lot more time on my hands. This is not looking good. Alright, there. I almost opened up Task Manager. I'm getting back into YouTubing, and I have this nice microphone that I got, too. And I also kind of wanted to stress my system a bit, because I don't actually have that many really stressful things that I run on it. Oh, this is going to be really nice to have. This has essentially kind of put me a bit farther ahead than I was supposed to be, but I'm not complaining. Oh, I've got my dirt, some of the dirt that I needed. Oh, nice. This is definitely going to make things much easier. And I've got another one here. So yeah, I wanted to get back into YouTubing. And I've just taken like 20 minutes to get to the point of where I was going with this. And so I got the tools all set up. I did a few test runs of things. And I started this world, and, well, you guys know the rest of the story so far. Wow, this is really interesting. I have not seen this before. I don't know what mod makes this. It's pretty cool, though. Wow, this is really interesting. It's like a castle. It'd be interesting if it had a dungeon, but I'm not sure if it has that. It's got a nice courtyard. And I should probably go get food before I starve to death. I don't see any chests in here, so that won't really help. But I haven't noticed many farms in here. Oh, that's an interesting building over there. But first, some food. Before I go starve, which wouldn't be good. Now I have to figure out how to get out. Okay, over here. So there is a farm I saw over in this direction somewhere. What is this building? Oh, there's not a farm there. Might have been this direction. Ooh, what's this? The apothecary. Well, I'll be most certainly taking a visit over there. I'll probably want the carrots, if I were to guess. Because I'm sure I would need to cook any bread that I made, knowing Gregtech. And it's lagging again! How wonderful. It's probably just loading something. I'll take a look at Task Manager. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, my antivirus is doing something right now. It's taking up all the disk. Which means it's really doing some slowing down an SSD to that extent. This is probably the worst thing you could do if there's diminishing returns in a pack. Because I essentially just wasted a lot of my you get to eat this many foods on some basic carrots. So on to some of my plans with this series. I just kind of want to run the pack as it goes along. Follow the storyline with it. Although I kind of have come up with a little bit of a storyline of what's going to be going on here. So can I not get this out? Okay, so there's a torn page there, brews and infusions, circle magic, and witchcraft herbology. Oh, and it's got all of those in here. Those will be nice to have. So, essentially my story that I have for this playthrough is... Ooh, okay. We are a company known as Quantum Industries, and our goal is to essentially conquer the world of chemistry, which is a really big part of this mod pack. And although it's a long time before we're even going to be into the low voltage age, I even have a plan on how I'm going to power most of my base. Because over this summer I actually went on a tour of a big chemical plant, and they had it so that they used some of their chemical byproducts to fuel some big boilers, and they essentially powered the whole installation. Like this is a huge facility. It probably took up a whole square mile. It was, you drive past it and it's just pipes and smokestacks and tanks, and it was ridiculous. But they could power most of the facility on the steam that those boilers let off. And the other half of the facility could be ran on electricity should the boilers have to go down for maintenance or anything. And that's kind of my motivation of what's going to happen for my power here, because I noticed, I've been watching this YouTuber, and they've been putting, for each machine, they have one generator that powers just that machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a steam turbine for each machine that I have, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of boilers powering those machines. So that's just a few of my plans here. I'm probably going to cut the video off here pretty soon. So let's make our first tool here. Actually, let's get the first quest done. Or actually, we really can't do much of any of that yet, so things get dark really fast in this mod pack. Let's get to the castle where there's light. Oh yeah, you can't jump. I can't even see where I'm supposed to go in, so. And we're about at our time limit for today. We didn't accomplish very much in this episode, but I didn't expect to accomplish much, as this mod pack runs really slowly. So the way I'm going to work things is, I just wanted to show you guys this first video of exploring around the world. So next is actually Thursday that I'm recording this on, but I have a whole bunch of time to record on, so might as well. And there's no point in me waiting a whole week before recording a video. Oh, it's fighting something over there. So I'm going to, in the time between videos, I'm going to work on what's going to happen in the next video. And so between now and the next video, which I'll be recording on next Wednesday, I am probably going to set up a base somewhere here in the village, like move in get a crafting table and some other things set up, do a few of the basic quests, probably get some food. Well, actually, I should probably prioritize here. Some of the basic quests will give me food, so when you see me next time, I'll have food and a few of the basic quests complete, and probably a few tools, and we'll move on from there. As I said, a lot of this is still being worked out. I'm sure this being the first episode, it's going to be very rough around the edges. Although, looking back at some of my old videos, a lot of them had really poor quality audio. Although the Factorio ones were pretty well done, if I do say so myself, but not going to toot my horn about that. So, yeah, this first episode is going to be a little rough as I get sound sorted out and planning sorted out and figuring out how I'm going to spend all this time in the episodes. So, first episode's going to be rough, but I'm sure by the 40th, which I'm sure this series is going to go probably well into the 200 episodes by the time we get to the very end of this, which I'm not expecting to happen until sometime next year, probably summer or even fall of next year. I'm sure by that point it'll be very well polished. So to the current six subscribers or so that I have, I hope you enjoy this episode if you're even still on YouTube anymore, because I know that's a problem for pretty much any YouTuber. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm not really sure how I'm ending these videos off yet, so enjoy yourselves. This is BobSpot2 signing off for now. We'll see you next week.